amp up as we get more and more people online working for ICE, going door to door and making sure that if you're an illegal alien, you've got to get out of this country, and if you want to come back, apply through the proper channel. Door to door to make sure that you're not an illegal citizen. What the fuck did I just listen to? Did I just hear the vice president of this country say that they're going to mobilize ICE to go door to door, and this is coming after ICE just fucking murdered a woman, a U.S. citizen? Seriously? Y'all, what the fuck is actually going on? We said, and I have to keep on harping on this because everybody that supported Kamala Harris, and we're trying to get everybody to recognize how dire the situation was if Donald Trump got back into office with the rhetoric that he was using. We were told we were crazy, we were fear-mongering, none of this stuff was ever going to happen. We even saw that with the World War III shit saying that Donald Trump was not a peace president, and they said that we were crazy and fear-mongering about that, and now we just watched Donald Trump bomb a country and kidnap their leader. But specifically with what he is doing here with these mass deportations, we said the rhetoric that he was using was extremely dangerous because there's no way that you're going to be able to do the things that he is saying that he wants to do without just being full blanketed racist ass agents of chaos. And Donald Trump has no problem with that. That is what he wants ICE to be. But they're now killing white people. That's what's so fucking crazy about that. If they're killing the white women, nobody is fucking safe. So if they're about to start sending motherfuckers door to door, this shit is about to get really motherfucking crazy.
Alright, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. On to the like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. They taking it. I mean, what more can be said? To be honest, what more can? How many other shows can men put out there to show the obvious thing that's going on? This devil's coming down having great wrath. Like the guy said, if they're willing to kill white women, ain't nobody safe, which is true. Because the white women in the time past, they burned down cities for a cracker bitch. All right, she lied. They knew when the woman lied, and they still massacred people for her. But now if they're gonna massacre her, ain't nobody safe. Nobody's safe, yo. We've been saying that we in the time of Jacob's trouble, and for them to do the door-to-door shit. First of all, history shows if they do the door-to-door shit is like the particular group that they always claim was the worst group of people on the planet Earth. They made movies about them. They did all sorts of things, and they're doing the exact thing that they claim they would never do. All right. So if that's how they're gonna do it, let it be done. There's gonna be a world of hurting coming after this. It's gonna be a lot of suffering. A lot of people is gonna be put to death because they're clipping people. They're killing people. All right. They're kidnapping people. They're not identifying themselves. They're going around. Because when you rewatch that video, if you peep game, right? So she was in the car for whatever reason. Maybe she was trolling them. Who cares? Whatever. But for them to even just go up to the car and say, try to open the car. That's unheard of. Even the police don't even do that shit. So they're just power tripping. So this is all this is doing is embodying a personal army for Nero. All right. Man, there's a name for the guards that was watching the emperor. This is why I got Caligula killed or whatever. But start with a P. I can't remember. I may look at it but these certain guards that was solely protecting the emperor. All right, yeah, like the CIA, whatever. but sometimes they had their own army. Each emperor had their own army, their own personal army. Why? Because they was getting assassin. No, because the majority of them were there was war heroes, so they had their own personal army. They were supposed to disband the army when they came into Rome. The dictator, they all were dictators, but the one dictator that didn't want to change it, he wanted to be emperor, was Julius Caesar. So Julius Caesar, after he got assassinated because they was pissed off, his nephew Augustus Octavian Caesar, which changed his name to Augustus Caesar, led forth a legacy. So ever since then, so Trump is building his own personal army. They bombed. Remember what he just said, and it's true. They just bombed a place. They just bombed. I mean, they bombed it. They captured or stole a man. They're threatening Russia's oil. They're threatening Iran. They're threatening to. Now they're talking about purchasing Greenland. His personal guard just shot a woman. What else are they talking about? Oh, threatening Cuba. Who else are they threatened? Colombia. All in the span of days. And then they're saying that Trump said she made a bad choice. Yeah, she made a bad choice. All right. But he's going to give them pretty much the rights to do whatever they heart desire. And there's going to be a lot of pushback. He wants a pushback. They said that the governor of Minnesota is going to bring in the National Guard, not to help ICE, to protect the people from ICE. So there is a power struggle. All right, this dog and pony show. There's going to be a civil war this year. There's going to be a civil war because this guy is a complete moron. He's dividing his own kingdom. All right, his pride is just oozing. Real quick, since I said that, Luke, design or not, this shit is going down. Luke 11 and 18. It says, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? His kingdom won't stand. Scripture says, can two walk together, at least they be degree. I mean, be degree. At least can two walk together. Let me get it. I don't know why I'm butchering it. Amos 3 and 3. Can two walk together except they be in agreed? So here it is in Esau's kingdom. There's no agreement. All right. They built up a society where you can pretty much do whatever. They allowed people to be the biggest degenerates in the planet Earth, and they tighten up the grip. And when they tighten up that grip, the response of the people now is looking at them as they're crazy. So everybody's highly upset because they went from a normal life to a non-normal life, and they're moving fast. The elites are moving fast. Okay, so but within Esau's kingdom, there's divisions, which stands that this place is not going to stand longer. They're not united at all. All right, from the governors to the mayors, the senators, the congressmen, a lot of it is a dog and pony show, of course, we know. But the who really gets affected by it? The people. All right. So Satan's kingdom is being divided. Satan's kingdom is falling apart. So this devil is going to do what he does best. Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is coming down unto you having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. So he's in a time limit. All right. Esau is in a time limit. This is why he's doing the things that he's doing. So they're coming down Great Wrath. They saying they going door to door. You know how much shit a lot of people's gonna get murked, agents and all. And then they try to flip it and say, "Oh, she felt now that the agent felt threatened, and people was breaking it down. The person was turning to the right. In other words, getting out of the way. First of all, why even the quote unquote ICE agents are trying to get into somebody's car? That's the number one thing. You can't just an officer cannot just go into somebody's car. They have to have a means to do it. So all this shit is going down, man. This devil's about to come down on his own people, which we've been warned. We've been said these things is gonna happen. You know, the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We've been saying that these things are going to take place. Right? This Esau is not going to take it easy. He's going to be relentless in what he's about to do. All right, that's why the spirit is changing on everybody. You can feel that. You can see the desperate people are desperate. They have a despair spirit on them. They don't know what's to come. They don't. The excitement is no longer there. They're not talking about taking things lightly no more. All right, because of why? Things is changing. As things are getting worse and worse for them. Ezekiel 21 and 8. Was it 9? 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and is also furbished. They could have run this stunt back in the days. They have the technology to do that. Oh yeah, they're gonna send ICE agents to do that, and then when those ICE agents get unalived because they're doing something, they're gonna send the robot dogs, no robots. See, you try to unalive that. Everything is in play. All right, everything's in play. From him attacking foreign countries, making it rough for everybody, from them threatening the people. Inflation is going high. People are losing their jobs right and left. To this day, they're losing jobs. This thing is boiling over. But overall, he been had in mind, not talking about not talking about Nero, talking about all of Esau. They been had in mind they was going to go after the people. This is why they said the biggest threat was the actual people. All right. So whatever they have, they sharpen it. They become masters of it. They said it is also furbished. It's sharpened sorry. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It's furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? So should everybody go and party and have a good time? Now the crazy part about it, certain sectors in the United States of America, especially where Esau live at, they think is they're good because they're attacking the migrants and the illegals and all this. But it was just one of y'all just got clipped. Like I forgot the guy's name. I never know the guy's name. The guy with the glasses, the Muslim, and he said basically one of the shows I did. He said they do it to us first. Well, he was thinking about these Muslim countries, but in reality they do it to Israelites first, and then they do it to everybody else. So whatever they do to these foreign lands, all right, how they police them, how they go to door. Okay, they go to door. They go into people's house, take their personals and everything like that. They about to do it to their own citizens. All right, their own citizens, without any warrant, without justification. They got the hotline, like they training people to, if you see something, say something. But really, to see something, say something is really them getting in motion of anything or anyone. They're gonna just go out and get. How easily it is for them to create a concentration camp compared to building houses, or they're building more jail cells than ever. Right? So they're doing all this shit. People are not supposed to be in the mindset, oh, everything's gonna be all right. Oh, it's not gonna be all right. The days of mirth is gone. The days of partying, being reckless, it's over. All right. Either you was born in here or you wasn't born in here. It doesn't matter. They going after everything. If they going after white women, it's a wrap. They're going after the Karens, and she was a here's another fact. She was a LGBT whatever. So she got clipped. All right, she got clipped. So all these things is just adding up. Obviously, this goes into Jacob's trouble, but always gotta say Jacob's trouble is the world's trouble, and the main target has always been Israel. All right, it's always been the Israelites. Second Ezra 16 and 68, I believe. Oh, come on, man. I just hate that. And this is why people are gonna take arms and fight off. But this is what they expect. Second Ezra 16 and 68. For, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. So how are they going to take you? They're going to take you at your home. They're already taking people out of the streets. All right. So you could be like, you could play the homebody. All right. You could chill around the crib. You could be at home minding your business, and they could say, oh, we got to check this area. And then the way they do it, they don't even ask people, are you from here? This, that. They don't even ask for proper identification. They're just taking people regardless. So they're coming down with great wrath. We done warned you people several times, years, decades, that these things were going to happen. And now look. All right. And it says, it goes into, when you go into that movie, the movie The Purge, what was happening? They was going on rounding up people. They was killing people. They was going to people's private homes. All right. And it says, and they that consented unto them shall be had in derision. And the people that consent is the people that agree with them, the sellouts, right? The people that lead the people to believe. Well, that's what they do. They lead people, the sheep, to believe whatever is being said and done, right? For your local celebrities, your Hollywood actors, your musicians, and so forth, even the congressmen. It's all a dog and pony show. So the higher ups, all right, they playing the role. That what he said, the was it the mayor? He said, "Tell ICE get the fuck out of here." That was all an act. That was all a show to stir up the people. The people are in imminent danger by their own government. The government of the United States of America is pushing the people to a breaking point, and once the people break, they're gonna break them. they're going to destroy them because they're gonna like, oh, we justify you people are rebellion, you're part of an insurrection, and then once they do that, they're not gonna let go. This is a part of their wet dream. This is Nero, your favorite Caesar, the wet dream. All right, they want to implement laws in place. This is why they're allowing these things to happen, and it really started when this whole George Floyd shit, that was them pushing the narrative up, but they was playing both sides. Trump was acting like, oh, what's going on? And then they're like, nah, this is part of the plan. They allowed all these migrants to come up to the United States of America, and now Trump is supposed to be the fixer-upper, but it was all coming under his watch. Then he blames the other side. Then the other side allowed more people to come in. So now he's kicking people out. Now the funny thing about him kicking people out is the fact that where all these people come from, who he's kicking out, they're going over there and destroying those places even more. That's the funny thing about it. All right. So those that was secretly part of this, are you gonna be had in a fucked up situation? You gonna get got. Then you're gonna throw up your signs like, yo, I'm part of. Nope. And they're not gonna give a damn who you are, because this is some racist shit going on. It says in reproach and trodden underfoot. So those people are gonna get stomped the fuck out. A lot of people that's in position of power, that's leaders, are gonna get got because the people, they're gonna take their anger towards you. It said the keepers in the house shall tremble, right? Which we know the keepers in the house is the economists, but it's also the people in position of power. They're gonna tremble because the people, the actual people, are gonna get their hands on them. So the elites, this is why majority of those people, wasn't it Stephen Miller and some other woman that was talking hellified shit throughout Trump's campaign, they all moved to the to a military base because they know what's gonna happen. There's a lot of coward shit that's going on. And that guy Stephen Miller, he was talking a lot of shit just to stir up the people. Small hatter in disguise, stirring up the people. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So they're gonna go through house to house. All right. They're gonna go after mainly the Israelites, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're not gonna be able to tell the difference between who's who and what's what. But the spirit, the Lord is gonna put that spirit on them to realize, oh, this is one of them. Get them out of here. They're not gonna ask for no ID, no nothing. They're just gonna take people, round you up, throw you in the back of a van or a bus or whatever, and then you never to be seen ever again. And because they have done it. Okay, so now if they do what he just said, go house to house, this prophecy is gonna be fulfilled. All right, this prophecy is gonna be fulfilled. No apologies of clipping one of their own. That could be even the act too. Who knows? Who knows? But they're not giving a damn anymore. All right, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. So they're not gonna spare old ladies, young babies. All right, when he went to Chicago, they said that they had a 2-year-old diaper. I think I don't even think the 2-year had any clothes on them. They had put a zip tie on them. These motherfuckers are heartless. All right, the world, the world is realizing who's a fucking devil. The only people that still don't know this man's the devil is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The majority of you, 2/3 of you. But this man's about to show his ass. Even though J.D. Vance just said that, the main target they're going after is Israelites, which they've been doing. They got beef with China. They got beef with Iran. You don't see them going after no Chinese diplomats or any Chinese. They going after the South Korean. No, yeah, the South Koreans, but that's their allies. And what do? They apologize and then this, that, to the third. They only going after you Israelites. So they're gonna be like madman sparing none. All right. It says, but still spoiling. Spoiling means plunder. So take your personal property. All you people that boast and brag about the shit that you got, your shit is gonna be confiscated. This is why they had the National Defense Authorization Act under Obama that deems anybody could be considered to be a terrorist. By that law and the 13th Amendment, if you're considered to be a criminal, your property is seized. So they could take your stuff from you. All right, and there's nothing you can say or do. And destroying those that fear the Lord, and the only people that fear the Lord is the nation of Israel. So under the disguise of all this, they're coming after Israelites. All right, that's what they're doing. They're putting everything in play to go fully after the Israelites. There's not even trying to make America white again, so-called white again. This is full-blown, unadulterated hatred. They're finally getting to annihilate the biggest problem in history. The brother from London did a video. I caught a clip of it, and it was two Edomites that was talking. I think one of them was a colonel, and he was asking why they want to go to Cuba so bad, why they hate Cuba. And the guy broke it down. He said because it's like a master and a slave. All right, they expected them to obey them at all means, and Cuba had been rebellious. Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, these are the nations that would always give them a thorn in their fucking side. And at any opportunity they can, they're gonna fuck the people. Now you have a lot of like what's this guy? Mark Rubio. He's supposed to be of Cuban descent, supposedly. And he's full blooded going after Cuba. So this is a full blown exercise in their wrath upon Israel. And there's a couple of Edomites here and there. So they're going after everything. Anything that moves, they're going after. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So some brothers are going to be taken. Some brothers' houses not going to be taken at all. All right. That's why it behooves you women, find yourself a man in the Lord. The Lord's about to show who he really is. He's with in that day. Hey, the Lord like to show out. Some people are going to be taken. Some people are not going to be taken. The Lord loves to show out. All right. So yes, the danger is around the corner. Yahweh Shemel Shai is about to make his move. 2026 is going to be one hell of a year. So with that being said, Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.